Well, hello everyone. Just to give you an update on what's going on and tell you everything. Basically, I've had to write this out so I can get this right. But as you all know, I did spend some time in Calcasieu Parish thanks to Amanda Brown, a well-known Facebook notorious meth head who would sleep around, forgetting her drugs and so forth. Well, I landed up in Calcasieu Parish because we tried to give her some help after her turn around having a little bit of a fracas in our yard where she tried to beat up Rachel with a baseball bat. So we asked her, would she like to be dropped somewhere or would she like to go to rehab? Which I had one in mind at Moore's Bluff called New Beginnings. Well, I'm out. After possibly having to turn around and serve a lifetime sentence. Because Amanda Brown admitted the truth in the end. And there was a letter circulating from Amanda, and I got a snippet of that circuit of a letter, and it thus reads as this: I'm sorry I got the kids, this is Lila, and Braden Brown, my grandson, taken by the CPS. I'm also sorry that I lied against Gary Clark and Crystal Brown. They did not kidnap me or assault me as I claimed. And case was dismissed. And after the case was dismissed, and all of a sudden everything started to go pear-shaped with this illegal, nasty, ASS system called the CPS. So this is basically an update now of what actually is going on. My wife Christina Lynn Clark has been posting videos on Facebook. And I want you all to go and take a look. Christina Lynn Clark, Crystal Brown. She also runs one of my Facebook pages, Gary Clark. And I'm also on Facebook as well with another Gary Clark. So come and give us a look. But here's the thing. This CPS worker, Choicey Davis, is from Orange CPS office, just off the I-10, just up the road from Whataburger. Okay, and this little restaurant that does some really good smoked turkeys. Anyway, besides the point. Choicey Davis from Orangefield, okay, is just as corrupt as the system she works for. She lied in court saying my wife, Christina Lynn Clark, screamed and shouted at her on a phone call. Wrong, I've heard that. And my wife, she records all phone calls because she's downloaded this app, and I suggest every single one of you actually download this app. It blocks numbers, at the same time it also records your phone calls. Protect your rights. Okay, hallelujah. Get that right in there. Okay, so she tried to lie in court, and the judge turned round and ended up listening to the call because Christina pulled it up on the phone and said, hi, I record all phone calls, and he listened to it, or they listened to it. But it's a good thing, this app, and I suggest everybody gets it. Now, Amanda Brown, let's get to this point, okay? She's the drug addict, and my wife, she hates drugs with a passion. So do I. It screws people's lives up, families' lives up as well. And guess what? We're the product of some nasty ASS drug addict who turned around and screwed our family up. Okay, and CPS are turning around and jumping all over this and trying to have fun with it. Wrong. This is a corrupt system. My wife has to turn around and do drug testing every month. Hey, she don't take drugs. Hello? Wakey, wakey. She hates drugs with a passion. She's clean. Now let's get to point 2. Rhonda, my wife's sister, also lied in court. So that makes it now 2 people committed perjury in court. Joycey Davis and my wife's sister, Rhonda. To the point, she says that, my sister's always fought with me and fighted with me when we were kids, and it still, well, we might as well say, continues today. Well, isn't this rather odd? Rhonda and Joycey, listen to this. We spent every Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas at Rhonda's house in Conroe, Texas. On top of that, we spent nearly 3 months at Rhonda's house because she kindly took us in because we got flooded out from the Hurricane Harvey. Bit odd for somebody who actually fights and having disagreements all the time, wouldn't you say? Why would you have somebody in your house if you did that? Because guess what? You lied under oath. Which is perjury, as I've already said. Now, the CPS is trying to discredit my family and terminate parental rights to Lila. Rhonda once mentioned to me on a phone call while I was in Calcasieu Parish, so there's a hint, it might still be on record, on the phone, that I am $20,000 down because of all this, and I have to recuperate my losses somehow. Here's the thing, every child the CPS can remove from their family, okay, generates thousands of dollars every year. And oh, guess what? The adopted parent also gets a portion of that. CPS is nothing more than a money-making scam that is on the lookout for children. That they know will make a good, what's the word, as we see on some of these YouTube videos? Commodity. Oh, so it's like turn around and go along the shelf and picking what child you want. Guess what? It's a business, a nasty ASS business that takes children from good parents who protect them, spoil them like crazy, as my wife loves to spoil Lila, and I'm seeing that firsthand, and the other kids, okay? Every penny that comes in goes out on the kids. That's not a lie, that's the truth. All bills paid and everything else, and guess what? Now the land's paid off. Woohoo! Christina's name, my name, and Crystal's has gone on the deed. Everything's paid off. Excellent. But my wife's always looked out for her kids because basically, as I see it, okay, my wife's generating a future that is secure for her children. My stepdaughters, although I call them my daughters, and my oldest one calls me dad. Well, they all do, basically. Because, you know, family is family, and my wife always turns around and talks about unity. There's unity in family. My wife and I, we're Pentecostals. I don't call myself Christian, I call myself a Jesus follower. We go to church, we take our kids to church. The same drug addict Amanda was in church for 18 months, raising hands in the air, woohoo, praising God, going up front, laying hands on the sick and praying for people, and landed up in Wienerschnitzer, and then within a couple of weeks getting a cell phone, bang, back on drugs. After we were running around here, there and everywhere for her, taking her to work back and forwards, and treating her like a little princess, as my wife would turn around and look at her and, you know, and think of her as a princess. Several times I remember her turn around saying in the camper, yeah, you're my little princess, Amanda. And I used to turn around and say, I'm proud of you, Amanda. Well, guess what? Amanda screwed up. Now let's put it like this. And I want to go back to this. Okay. You gotta be careful of this CPS system. They take kids for money to generate more money. Now, I've turned around now, I don't know if this is true, but my mind's thinking is this. It makes it sound as if each employee is paid by commission to turn around and take as many children from as many families as possible, dump them into the laps of even sometimes nasty AWS foster parents who end up killing them, or they turn around and dump them in homes, foster homes. Or they adopt them out for a little bit more money. Isn't it funny? My sister-in-law Rhonda wants to adopt Lila. Not going to happen, not on my watch. It turns around and says in Ezekiel 34, okay, in verse 17, it says, and the last part of that scripture, and thy children shall come back to their own borders. The latter verse of verse 16 says that God will remove them from the land of the wicked. And 17, like I said, it says, and they will come back to their own borders. Now, if you're a lawyer and you're watching this, we need your help. Because the lawyer we've got is useless. He might as well just sit there and suck on a toffee apple. Because my wife turned around has got more brain cells, obviously, than this lawyer. So anyway, look at the videos on the Facebook page. Also, we've opened up a group page. That's called Fighting for Lila. Send a friend's request. We want as many people on there as possible. I've been turned around and seen that you can have up to 50,000 people on a group page. Come along, join us. We're going to turn around and change things. We're going to see this nasty system changed for the better. Because this is ungodly. My wife turned around and quoted several times. Yeah, that the children shall turn against the parents. That's a metaphor. Because there's a system that turns the kids against the parents. I'm talking of one who knows exactly what they're talking about. And I'll go back into that on another day concerning me on another video. Anyway, shalom, be blessed. Come along, help us out. Join the group Fighting for Lila on Facebook as a group page. Send a friend's request and we will accept. God bless. Bye bye for now.